When part 3 of the 7th year anniversary arrives, which I believe is tomorrow night, don't quote me on that, I don't know the exact time, but I believe it's tomorrow night. Regardless, when part 3 drops, both of these LR EZA'S will become available, one for physical LR Gogeta, and one for intelligence fusing LR Vegito. Now, both of these LRs become really, really powerful after their EZA, especially this Vegito. They're both very, very fun to run. You do not want to miss out on getting these done. And on top of all of that, there's over 60 free-to-play stones you can get from completing these EZAs, and you need specific team builds, specific team structures to get this done. So I want to show you all of that in today's video. But of course, before we hop into this, I have to catch at least one person lacking really quick with today's subscriber challenge, which is this. And of course, I need you to actually, like, for real, just be honest with me, okay? Look towards where your bed is or wherever you slept previously. If that area or if that bed is not like done right now, it's not nice and neat, you got caught lacking today. You got to subscribe to the channel. It is what it is. I don't want to sound like your parents, but you have to understand that what makes a successful life is the small W. So if you can wake up and do your bed, you already caught a W for the day. Now that's momentum that's carrying you forward to the rest of your day, and you can't really put a price on how powerful of a force momentum is. So got caught lacking today, you gotta subscribe to the channel. If you did make your bed today, you can skip today's subscriber challenge. I really appreciate you, and I will catch you lacking in the next one. Stay tuned for that. Let's hop straight into today's video, starting off with the physical I guess the EZA for physical LR Goku Vegeta that fused into physical Gogeta. I do recommend you get this EZA done first, the one for this guy right here, simply because if you can EZA him first, he becomes a monster that you can use in this EZA. So I recommend getting Gogeta done first. Even I like Vegito more, but get Gogeta done first. So when it comes to this EZA, especially LR EZAs, there's two different types of weaknesses you have to understand, right? There is a weakness to do more damage, and then there is a weakness that you can decrease the amount of damage that you receive, right? So to decrease the amount of damage you receive, you want to use a full fused fighters category team. Now, of course, if you pull the LR Super Saiyan 4s, this is going to be pretty much a cakewalk for you. It's really disgusting how strong this team is. Now, to increase the amount of damage that you do, though, you want to run characters that have the legendary power link, or basically all LR team, a full LR team. So what I'm thinking you can do, since this is a physical LR, the boss is physical, you want to obviously prioritize running STR units. So I would say if you have the monkeys, put the monkeys on your team, and then you want to make sure right away you put these 3 LRs. If you summon on the anniversary banner, I would say there's a decent chance you might have STR Vegito, or might have STR Gogeta, or maybe even the free-to-play Vegito Blue if you already grinded him up. So that's why I'm saying free-to-play units are always worth the grind. But anyways, these 3 LRs are definitely going to put in a lot of work. They have type advantage, and they also have the legendary power link, and of course they are led by one of the strongest, if not the strongest LR in the game currently. So that's 4 units so far, and then of course you can probably get away with running the Tech Gods, maybe even Tech Gogeta, maybe even Tech Vegito Blue. I know they don't necessarily have type advantage, but they don't necessarily have type disadvantage, right? They are on fused fighters, and they are on legendary power, so they're checking all of the boxes here. They just aren't STR. So you can easily get away with running both of the anniversary LRs on your team, these 3 STR units specifically, and then again running either this Tech Gogeta or maybe even this LR Vegito. I understand that not everyone has all of these LRs, so honestly, like, it maybe, let's say you have the gods but you don't have the Super Saiyan 4s, you can still run this team, because every unit here, I mean, you need a Beyond Super Saiyan and Movie Heroes team specifically, so like Vegito wouldn't be on that, or STR Vegeta wouldn't be on that either, right? But you could, this team, or this team here, honestly, since it's Fuse Fighter centric, you can still make a Fuse Fighters team focused around the leader skill of Beyond Super Saiyan and Movie Heroes, right? So you can have this Tech Gogeta still there because he's on Movie Heroes, this Tech Vegito there because he's on Beyond Super Saiyan. Same thing with this STR Gogeta, same thing with this Vegito Blue. Let's actually, no, that would, yeah, you can actually put physical Gogeta on the team as well, right? Because he is on Movie Heroes, so this does actually get the job done. And then, I mean, wait, where is this Piccolo from? This STR Piccolo. He's on Movie, yeah, he's on Movie Heroes, so I guess you could run STR Piccolo. The only thing is, remember, if you run any TURs or of any typing, whatever, you're not necessarily getting the attack buff, but you're still getting the damage reduction because you are a Fuse Fighters character. So feel free to run any one of these STR characters here, as long as they fit on either Beyond Super Saiyan, so maybe Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, whatever the case may be, or they're on the movie heroes category. So keep that in mind. That's when it comes to the you know, physical Gogeta EZA. And then when it comes to the actual missions here, let me go to missions. Once you complete stage 7, you do get 3 Dragon Stones, and completing every single stage up to stage 10 does give you 30, for basically a total of 33 Dragon Stones if you can complete this EZA. I recommend awakening any unit you haven't awakened just yet, because this is going to be a super important EZA for you to complete. After you finish this EZA, I think you should obviously then move on to the Int LR EZA Vegito. Same structure pretty much, except that the category weakness for damage reduction is Final Trump card, not Fuse Fighters. And Final Trump card is led by 3 units. You have Tech Vegito, who I do not recommend running, because this guy is a tech unit. He's not going, especially, I mean, even on his 200% lead, he's still probably going to get smacked up in this EZA, so I don't recommend, you know, necessarily running this guy, unless, you know, he's your only option, of course. But STR Gogeta can get the job done, as well as LR Kaioken Goku if you manage to pull him. If you did, GG's. So these are your options in terms of leaders. Obviously a lot better than Fuse Fighters, by the way. And then pretty much the same thing here. Since you are facing an intelligence enemy all the way to the end, you want to focus on bringing physical units, whether they're LRs or not. But look at this, right? You already EZA'd this LR, so you can easily bring him on the team, of course, if you have him. LR Master Roshi, he is a free-to-play LR from the 6th anniversary. There's no reason why you shouldn't have this done, especially if you're someone who said that Global Dokkan's anniversary currently was boring. That gives you a lot of time to grind up this anniversary LR from last year. But physical Roshi is here. Obviously, the LR Super Saiyan 4s are here. This unit right here is going to destroy this event. Probably one-shot the first few phases, especially if you have, you know, Link Level 10 and stuff like that. But definitely bring that unit. So already you have 1, 2, 3 powerhouses of units, as well as many leaders as you can bring here without, you know, considering or bringing Tech Vegito, because again, I don't recommend bringing any tech units. So if you have both of these LRs here, that's 2, plus down here is 5, so you really only need 1 more unit to make a team of 6. But let's just say, again, you don't have every LR here. I still would personally recommend that you maybe bring STR Vegito. STR Vegito would definitely work great on this team, especially alongside a few other fusions. Honestly, when it comes to the tech, I know I said don't bring any tech units, but the tech gods can maybe provide some extra defense, especially if you really, really, really need it. I don't see them doing that much damage unless they crit, but for defensive purposes in slot 1 with the guard and stuff, I think they could definitely provide some type of value, but definitely, like, you know, be careful when using. Again, I haven't actually played this EZA just yet, so I don't necessarily know how strong it's going to be. But I could imagine with over 80% or basically 80% damage reduction against characters that are not, you know, it's going to be a little tough, I would say. So just be careful. But you could still bring in LR Vegito. Do Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku could maybe get the job done, but I would say focus on your physical LRs first, then maybe some of your STR LRs that are on this category that you see right here, and then bring one of these 2 leaders. If you don't have Kaioken Goku as a leader, you don't have physical Gogeta as a leader, understand that Final Trump card is essential. You can probably run a really strong pure Saiyans team, because imagine, right, you have AGL Evolution Blue Vegeta, who's not on this category. I understand that. I'm just giving you some alternative builds here if you don't have specific units on this team. But you can run LR Evolution Blue Vegeta. He is a pure Saiyans lead, and then you can bring 1, that's 1 unit, 2, right, 3 units right there, that's 4, that's 5, and that's 6. Yes, I included some tech units there, but I'm trying to help you build a team here. Not everyone is going to be able to run a full physical LR team and a full ST. Like, it's not possible for everyone, because not everyone's account looks the same. So I'm just trying to give you some alternative builds. If you have to use a tech unit, you got to do what you got to do, right? It's just one of those things where it is what it is. Now, these are the the physical options for this category. Chowman definitely put in work. We already know this. I could imagine this 17 actually being pretty good, mainly though for his support, the 3 key and 60% to basically all allies. So this unit may not be the greatest in terms of his defensive capabilities, unless, you know, you're below a certain amount of HP. But I think the defense he can give to your allies, especially if you don't have the greatest team possible for this, can definitely help you get past this event. You can also run like an extreme setup, right? If you don't have, like, personally, I don't have Goku and Piccolo, so maybe run like Boo tanks, right, with like physical cooler as like a rotation if you can, right? Like, that could definitely be a really, really strong rotation. Granted, Boo tanks doesn't get big with bosses until he transforms into Buhan, but at least, like, you know, like, they're still both extreme class physical units that can get the job. They're putting up some decent damage anyway. So Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks will also put up a lot of damage. I recommend you bring him if you don't have him, or you don't have any other options to run up here. But that is pretty much it for this video, and same thing with this EZA. As long as you complete this quick mission of clearing stage 7, you can get a total of 33 dragon stones from each of these, totaling 66 dragon stones for both of these EZAs combined. So there you guys have it. Please make sure you get these EZAs done. You're not going to regret it. And if you do not have your certain units awakened yet, or certain units finished yet, I recommend to do that right now. Focus on that right now, so when part 3 drops, you can take advantage of it and of course get your stones and have some really powered up 3-year anniversary LRs. I will see you in the next one. Take care and peace.